Yep, let's go. Sup everybody, it's your boy Ulf, Iron Addiction. We're gonna do a musket build for New World. So let's get right into it, shall we? You got Sharpshooter and Trapper. Trapper, we'll see. I'm gonna start with Sharpshooter though. Let's just read through all skills, right? So first we have critical reload, landing 3 headshots within 10 seconds of each other, grants an instant reload. Called Shot, increases musket damage 15% if aimed down sight for more than 3 seconds. Not bad. Power Shot, overload musket with gunpowder, causing the next shot to deal 150 weapon damage. Does not stack or combine with the other overload shots. 15-second cooldown only, okay. When they hit with Power Shot, gain Empower, causing attacks to deal 10% damage only for 5 seconds. That's a short buff, plus 10 additional damage targets with full health. Not bad. Power Shot headshots reduce Power Shot's cooldown by 15%. Not bad. Greater accuracy. Accuracy penalty while moving and aiming removed. Empowering headshot. On successful headshot, grant Empower, increasing all musket shots damage by 10% for 5 seconds. Again 5 seconds, huh? Ballistic advantage. Removes damage follow from standard musket shots on targets more than 50 meters away. This means more range, basically. I like this one. How to burn. The secret skill in the musket, the most powerful one. Overload musket with gunpowder, causing the next shot to deal 120% weapon damage and cause a burn status effect that deals 20% weapon damage per second for 9 seconds. Jesus Christ. That's a strong dot. Only 15-second cooldown. Jesus. Does not stack or combine with other overload shots. It looks like from the build before I did 3 power shots, and that probably is not really viable because it doesn't stack or combine with other overload shots, as they have all the same cooldown. So standard musket shots deal 12% additional damage while target is on fire. Okay. If powder burn is headshot, extend burn duration to 13 seconds. Nice. So 15-second cooldown, 13 seconds duration. That could be a 24/7 kind of thing if you're good at aiming, hitting headshots. I like that. Shooter stance. Player enters shooting aim stance to enhance shooting performance. Shoots. Shots deal 105% weapon damage. While in this stance, rotation angle is limited to 180 degrees. So that's if you're on the high ground, looking at somebody from big distance. Mobility is raised to 0. Accuracy is increased by 10%, and the reload time is raised by 75%. Multiple exit after 3 shots. Wow. So you will have to get the timing right with this skill. Shots fired before his standing versus 5. And 3 consecutive shots hit the same target, whereas all other musket cooldown by 25%. So if you get this, powder burn is basically 24/7 on the target, the dot. Called Shot Resupply. Standard attack headshots versus all musket bullet cooldowns 10%. Heightened precision. While aiming, successful hits with the musket grant a stackable 2.5% damage. Decrease. This effect ends when the player stops aiming down sight or more than 5 seconds passes between shots. Maximum 10 stacks. So 25%. Not bad. Increased headshot critical hit damage to target further areas away from the player for a maximum of 30% up. That's up to 125 meters. That's a long distance. 125, big distance. Don't forget the damage fall off. Sharpshooter looking good. Trapper. Assault on the boons. PJ assault. 15% increased damage targets below 30% health. Back it up. Walking strafing movement speed increased by 30% when enemies within 8 meters of player. With this, nobody will be able to catch you, basically. Musket already sounds too OP. Empowering weakness. Hitting a target with an active debuff, which is the powder burn, by the way. This is a dot, the burn, so that's a debuff right here. Triggers Empower, increasing players' damage to be increased by 10% for 5 seconds. So, basically, if you get this with this and this, you will have constant Empower. Weakened Defense, increases stamina damage to blocking enemies using shields by 200% and deal 10% of armor penetration to targets that aren't blocking with a shield. I like this skill because it's not based, or it's not only against people that use shields, like the rapier, the flurry skill. Not bad. Hustle, after dodge, gain haste, increasing movement speed by 30% for 3 seconds. Compare this speed with this passive, back it up. Fucking speed of light, man. Attacking the target with an active debuff restores 20 stamina. And you have constant stamina for the roll dodging. Jesus, that is OP. Dodging reloads the musket, can only trigger once every 2 seconds. Amazon, who came up with musket talent tree? Wow. Okay, wow. I've seen every weapon, the mastery trees, and musket. This seems like the most broken weapon. Deal 10% extra damage to targets with an active debuff. Oh my god. Another Empower. Permanent Empower. Attacking. Okay, we read that, never mind. Traps. Throw a trap that lasts with 20 seconds. When triggered, it causes target to be rooted, immobilizing target for 3 seconds. That's. Yeah, I'll get that. I'll get back to that. Apply rend to target using damage to trap target by 20% 3 seconds. Only 3 seconds? Kinda shit. Region 50% of weapon damage done as help when dealing damage to trapped players. So I can see trap being really good in PvE, when leveling especially, or just grinding. Ability to have 2 active traps. I like this one for leveling. Sticky Bomb. A bomb that can be thrown at short range and sticks to anything it makes contact with. Detonation will occur 5 seconds after impact, dealing 150% weapon damage to all targets within 3 meters. Another PvE skill. Sticky Bomb grants player 40 stamina when it deals damage with an explosion. It will be quite hard in PvP, so again, I have to see this as a PvE skill. Direct hits with the Sticky Bomb cause the target to be slowed by 20% for 5 seconds. Or in the groups like Pit Wars, 50 vs 50, or BGs, 20 vs 20. Now the last skill. Stopping Power. Overload the musket with gunpowder, causing the next shot to deal 115 weapon damage. Staggering target and knocking them back 3 meters. It does not stack with or combine with other bow. Okay. Targets hit with Stopping Power are exhausted, reduces stamina regen speed by 10% for 8 seconds. This is really nice. Targets get hit with Stopping Power are slowed by 10% for 8 seconds. So I would like this more for group play as well. I would take this as a second power shot, or you know, overload shot. I mean, number 1 is Powder Burn though, that's for sure. So let's start with Sharpshooter, okay? We will not use Power Shot. Landing 3 headshots is kind of hard in the combat in New World, so we'll skip this one. Let's go with this one. Musket damage 50% if aimed downside for more than 3 seconds. I like that. We will take Powder Burn, of course. All upgrades for that as well. This is probably the most powerful skill in New World, to be honest. Empowering Headshot, successful headshot, grant Empower. Another Empower here. I know it's 5 seconds, but getting headshot, you will have to get good with aiming. Because getting headshot with Powder Burn, it extends the duration of burn the dot for 13 seconds. So you can have this 24/7 up time. We will skip accuracy while moving or and aiming removed. Nope. We'll get ballistic advantage for higher range. Right now, I would probably not get this one. This is not bad either, but I can see a usage for other passives in the other three. We'll go with Shooter Stance. This sounds also super strong. With reload time reduced by 75%. That is super good. This is the accuracy. You know, the angle is limited, mobility as well, but so you have to really time this perfectly. 5 shots before exiting that stance, and then 3 hits in a row on the same target. Reduces cooldowns by 25%. Love this. Right, we need one more pass, 2 more passes, I believe. So let's go with hit your mark. Headshot and crit hit damage, as we know or seen. Crit chance and crit damage will be a huge factor in your world, I feel like. So yeah. This compared, if you get a headshot with powder burn with this passive, pretty much GG, man. Hardened precision. Again, let's go with this as well. Successful hits with the musket grant a stackable damage increase. Very nice. And we didn't go over the last talent. So we got compounded adrenaline. If a target is hit by any two of the trapper abilities within a 4-second period, there's all cooldowns by 20%, obtain 20% faster stam region rate and 20% movement speed for 5 seconds. I think the duration is a bit too low. But again, I see this as a pure PvE thing because landing 2 skills on the target from this tree will be hard, as you have 2 bombs, or you know what, trap and a bomb, which is really hard to land in combat if you're not up against only melee player. Then it's worthless. I would take sniper. Addition adds an optional 3 zoom view for all musket aim shots. Use mouse wheel up and down to zoom in and out while aiming. Super good for wars. Just take a high ground and use this. Also grants a 25% damage increase to all headshots. What the fuck? Just that sentence right there. Damage to headshots. Disgusting, man. Disgusting. Right now we could go for a 3rd skill, which could be either trap or sticky bomb. If we were going to war or playing in a group play, we would go with either trap or sticky bomb. That would be all up to you which one you prefer. But as this is a solo build, 1v1, open world PvP random encounters, or the capturing points for fort, I will go with passives only here. 15% increased damage, targets below 30% health. We want this. Back it up. Walking, strafing, movement speed increased by 30% on enemies within 8 meters of player. Strong. Nobody will be able to catch you, even with a slow. Weakened defense. We definitely want this against people with shields. This is really powerful. As was the armor pen. If the target is not blocking, you have armor pen. Empowering weakness. We will get this as well. Empower. Hitting target with the debuff, which will be there. The debuff will be on target 24/7 thanks to powder burn. So that's empower right here, non-stop. Hustle. We want this, another movement speed. Super great. Nobody will be able to catch you. Energy burst, attacking the target with an active debuff, restores 20 stamina. Like I said, debuff is gonna be on the target 24/7 because of the powder burn. So you will get to have non-stop stamina for roll dodging, which will give you speed as well. As well as reloading over here. Don't forget, guys. Get 300 dexterity if you're playing musket. Guaranteed crit hit after a dodge roll. Sorry, it was a crit hit, not ammo, but crit hit. Another headshot damage increase. Dodging plus stamina. Piercing damage. Chance to crit right here from Dex. There you go. Pairs well with our crit hit damage passive. So we got one more mastery point left, huh? Right. I'll get to that. Another good. Also, there it is. I'm mistaken those two. So dodging reloads the musket can only trigger once every 2 seconds. This is just broken. I'm sorry, this is just broken. And now we will need one more point for this. Kick him when they're down. Deal 10% extra damage targets with an active debuff. So we get empower here. 10% more damage increased if target has a debuff. And the one here. Basically the same thing. So I would probably take one away from here. Getting 3 shots. Unless you're a super good aimer. And I mean, to be honest, we won't really need the cooldown reduction now that I think about it. Because this is 20 seconds cooldown, which is not really that long, considering what it does. And here the powder burn, if you get the headshot, the burn is basically there 24/7. So we'll take 1 point from here, and we can even do that. Yo, hello? It's not working, whatever. I'm clicking, but nothing happens. Let's go again. This, boom, 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 boom. And the last point here. Yup. So there it is. We got the perfect build for a musket. Looks good, sounds good. Alright, let me catch up with the chat. We will go with dueling, solo encounters. Swapping few passives for either trap or sticky bomb for group play. Right. Let's put it on Discord real quick.